Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, and all sorts of similar sentiments. What I want you to do today is to just give you a quick rundown of everything that's in the Yule Tide Bazaar and what it means to you, your friends, your family, and whatever else you want to do with it. So we'll start with the books. 3 books in printed form. The first of them is the Key to Luck. And what this is a training manual to teach anyone step by step how to get anything and everything that they want. It's just teaching you to use inherent abilities which you were never told you have, but you do. And this is just a training course teaching you how to find them, expand them, use them for your benefit. That's what they're there for. The second is a little missive called Tyrannosaurus Pharmaceuticus RIP. And this is a takedown of the pharmaceutical industry. It explains first in detail why it does not and never could work. We'll also mention in passing the fact that it has never ever been scientifically studied for effectiveness, and it's the world's second biggest and second wealthiest industry, or some would say the world's second biggest and second wealthiest fraud. The first being, of course, banking. Anyway, what this does is tells you in detail, step by step, why it doesn't work, why it never could work, explodes all the fantasies and fables that you've been told, and then goes on to tell you the reality of what you can do to take your own health back into your own hands where it belongs. This book is perhaps a little bit specialised, but perhaps not, called Cancer So What? And in most countries of the world, it's actually an offence, in some cases, a criminal act, to tell people how to cure cancer. The point being that the pharmaceutical industry have used their political connections to buy themselves an absolute monopoly, because it's one of the 3 big sources of income for the pharmaceutical industry. And so I have a problem, everybody has a problem, we can't tell you how to cure it. What we can do is tell you how to create cancer, how to cause cancer. That's quite legal. You know, it's illegal to kill somebody, but it's quite legal to tell them how to easily kill themselves. And that's what this book does. It tells you step by step, in detail, exactly how to create cancer. Now, if you choose to do the opposite, that of course is your personal responsibility. And it's quite likely that you won't have cancer. Now, there's also a special offer for all 3 books together at a special price. That's a really good stocking filler. So, just look at it, you know. Useful books for everyone. Belongs in every bookshelf anywhere. Just go for it. Then we come to the 2 DVDs. The first one is called the Goddess Transmissions. Now what this is about opening up the latent abilities of your pancreas. Now a medically fully healthy pancreas actually functions about 20%. This is about first clearing the pancreas, strengthening it, and then opening it to all of its additional functions, and there are a lot. This is a training course over several months which will make enormous changes in your life. Whether it will clear diabetes is a question which I cannot answer, mostly because I've not so far heard of anybody actually doing it, but that's not its purpose. Its purpose is to open the additional abilities for your personal health and your personal wealth, because the pancreas is also the door to abundance. So, a useful present for yourself even. And we have the clearing transmissions. Very, very useful things, developed originally to remove heavy metals from people, especially from children who have been given vaccines with mercury and aluminium and other nerve toxins before the brain barrier was built, and those have got it into the brain and caused things like autism and a whole host of other severe maladies. And it's a question of how do you get them out? Because once the brain barrier is there, it's very, very difficult to get these nerve toxins out again. But using, well, a fairly well-known principle from quantum physics, but so far rarely applied, and that is that any material is a temporary event. Now, when we say temporary event, we're talking about fractions of a second. So all materials are in a constant state of flux between material existence and free energy. And what we have is a constant change between free energy and material. So many, many times per second, every particle of your body will dissolve itself in free energy, and it will then be reformed from fresh energy into that particle. And then what causes this coalescence into material? And the answer is, it's the causational information. It is that which tells free energy or commands free energy to form material. It is in form making. If you remove that information, then the last time that this material dissolves itself into free energy will be the very last time. It will not be reformed. And the effect is that those toxins just disappear. And it's not just those nerve toxins, not just mercury and aluminium. It's any and all toxins anywhere or almost anywhere in your body. And the transmissions here will do that for you. Just convert those toxins into free energy, which then just disappears. So, also a very, very nice Christmas present. Then we have two more things. Actio and Brutus. Now, I didn't make these. These are not my own products. These were created by Dr. Uwe Hecker. And Dr. Hecker is one of the world's leading toxicologists. And he created these two products. The first one, Actio, to gently remove all toxins from your body. And the way this works is that it takes toxins which have been stored in the walls of your intestines, binds them, and then ejects them from your body into the toilet. This has a very, very interesting knock-on effect, because if we're talking about long-term toxicity, which we usually are, then when the walls of your intestines are full, your body will migrate those toxins somewhere else. Either it will take up enormous amounts of water to keep those toxins in low concentration and protect the rest of your body that way, or it will build up fat layers under your skin, which it then uses as insulation to keep the toxins away from you. Now, when the walls of your intestines are cleaned out by Actio, these toxins are then pulled back into your intestines, where Actio grabs hold of them, binds them, and takes them out of your body. So, an amazing stuff, not just for those who have more than a little overweight, but for everybody. You see, things like having smooth, good-looking skin. It's all about getting rid of toxins, because bad skin is an emergency detoxification method. And if the toxins aren't there, your skin just heals up and becomes soft and the way you want it. Brutus is something which helps build up strong muscles, including the internal muscles. And this is something which is seriously neglected. But, for example, people who have serious illnesses often lose a lot of body muscle weight as part of the illness. And if you lose more than 30%, your body will cease to function. So Brutus will help maintain the internal muscles and keep you healthy. Now, these two products, I just do the marketing with Dr. Hecker. I don't produce them myself. But these can only be offered wherever European health certificates are accepted. Now, it isn't everywhere, and especially it is not North America, or not the USA anyway. And despite the European standards being higher than the FDA insists on separate certification, which costs a lot of money. So we can't send them to the US, we can send them anywhere in Europe, and possibly one or two other countries. Just check with your country whether your customs accept European health certificates. So that's this year's collection, and just dive in and enjoy. Thank you. Namaste.